Okay, guys, join me here with the highly anticipated new Hyundai Ioniq 5N, and this is just about to hit market. It's over $60,000, making it one of the most expensive new Hyundai products on sale now. But honestly, it's looking pretty sweet. We have this really unique new matte style paint finish for the Ioniq 5N model here that I think is debuting here. I think it looks absolutely gorgeous, and the real big highlight here is not only with the visual tweaks, but we also have significant power and chassis revisions under the skin of this Ioniq 5N, which is not making it just like a little bit of a hot hatch. It's making it a true performance car. And if you don't understand that, let me get into some details here. Hyundai has actually kind of redone the entire chassis and structure of this car with additional welds, additional strengths, and areas to kind of increase rigidity, increase stiffness, and improve overall stabilization on the track. Now, one of the big other improvements outside is this aerodynamics and wide body package here. So we have unique wheels on the Ioniq 5N, massive over 15-inch brakes as well on the Ioniq 5N to really help increase stopping power. We have N-branded calipers up there, and the whole aero package up front is definitely something of a huge improvement as well. We can see here typical of our pixel style headlight design here, but what is new is the entire front aero dam down here. So this is all unique. There's a little bit of that wide body fender flares as well on the side of the Ioniq 5N. Of course, the N badging up front here, and this really unique kind of styled front apron area here that looks pretty vintage. We have this little center mark logo down here, which is a nice touch. And again, really nice overall packaging, I think, in terms of design on the exterior of the Ioniq 5N. I really like these kind of side blades here, which are using passive aerodynamics to kind of have some air pass over there. We also can see on the side over here, we have this new front side splitter here, which also is incorporating some of that passive aerodynamics here, blended into the bodywork as well as down here. Haven't really seen that too much, but I think it's a really nice touch. You can also see the N badge kind of located down there as well. We have our charge port door back here, which should open up like that with this little pop. You can close it to shut up like that. It's all power operated. And I think the craziest kind of aerodynamics area of the exterior of the Ioniq 5N has to be the rear end. We can see this really wide fender flares on the side here. We have some faux vents going on the side, which is okay, but I think it looks very well integrated with the side of the Ioniq 5N. I really like this kind of spoiler situation going on up here with this kind of third brake light. We have some aero going to be able to pass through underneath there as well, which is a nice touch. And we can also see this really cool lower bumper and diffuser style area to help improve aerodynamics. Flat underfloor as well to kind of help improve that stuff as well. Let's see what's going on in the trunk. So opening up our trunk here, we can see we still have enough storage space to move around in the Ioniq 5N. A little bit of some underfloor storage here, but I think with all of the additional motors and things, you're going to lose just a little bit of space. Hey, how's it going? We also have this power tailgate over here as well, so kind of close it all up. Now let's go hop inside of the Ioniq 5N to just get a little bit of a chance to see our storage space. We do continue to have these pop-out door handles here on the Ioniq 5N, which is a nice touch. And hopping inside here, you can see we still have the same amount of capability on the Ioniq 5, which has not changed with this N model. So on the side here, we have nice big door panels, a lot of nice materials on here. We still have that cool kind of pixel style pattern. What is new though is the kind of seating material. So we have these N little side sill plates here, as well as some kind of microfiber, micro suede material on the centers of the seats that are ventilated, I believe, or just perforated as of right now. A lot of nice space in here. We can see the N back sport bucket seats, which I'm gonna hop up front to go check out in a second. A lot of nice space back here. No panoramic roof on this one. I don't believe it's an option. I believe it could be an option, but I think for right now, it's gonna be for kind of keeping rigidity as strong as you possibly can in the Ioniq 5N. Now hopping up front over here, I do want to see a little bit some more stuff inside of the cabin of the Ioniq 5N. We have a lot of nice materials going on in here, a nice blend of materials. And the real fun thing is with these new sport bucket seats on the Ioniq 5N. We have an N badge up here that does glow when the vehicle is on, which is a really cool touch. With a lot of nice bolstering around of the Ioniq 5N. Hopping inside real quick. We can see this nice checker pattern on the side of the Ioniq 5 side sill, which is a nice touch. You can also see in here just this new unique interior that we have for the Ioniq 5N that we just cannot find on the regular Ioniq 5. And that's this really awesome steering wheel here. So this steering wheel is giving us a whole bunch of stuff over here. We have these two N buttons which are going to activate different controls. You have things like the N grin shift. There's like fake gear shift sounds in here. There's fake engine sounds. There's a lot of stuff going on. We have this braking, I think, assist control we can use with our paddle shifters. It's just a really cool looking steering wheel. It's not a flat bottom design either, which is, I think, is an interesting touch. I think it looks pretty cool like this. We also have this really complicated pattern going on here for our airbag cover and horn. So I think it kind of blends in really well. Similar gauge style layout that we find on our traditional Hyundai Hyundai Ioniq 5, but we have some cool new sportier pedals down there. We can see some N badges in the center console here. And again, of course, these really cool high performance N badge branded seats over here, which definitely are giving you a lot more bolstering and support than your regular Hyundai Ioniq 5. We can see our end pages here, so we get just a little bit of a taste of some of the stuff we can see in the new Ioniq 5. Hopefully we'll be able to drive this soon. We have launch control, performance options, G-force, and you can just see all the different customization settings you can do in the Ioniq 5N, which it's honestly endless. Battery settings, track settings, torque distribution, you can even change across the two motors, which I think is really impressive of a feature. Obviously we cannot try this because it's not on right now, but really impressed with the Ioniq 5N. So I'm curious to see how this drives on the road, especially for its 60,000 plus price point.